продирает сквозь силы сна. Замечай, люди-волки, стали как пришла весна. Еще один похожий день для выстрела в себя. Делай жизнь душе другого, просто здесь из всех мечтал. Это ты, это я. Если бы не трогали тебя. Дождь течет, гаснут свечи, ночь как день, на полюсе жара. Где расставить нам наши плечи, чтоб скорее кончилась война. Это ты, это
Hello, and welcome to today's live coverage of the NekoRocket-1 vehicle. Today's launch will be for the Project Cooper 2 mission. Project Cooper will be a very, very, very crazy program once all of the satellites have been launched. And we are now currently awaiting the second flight, yet again on board our NekoRocket-1 space satellite launch vehicle, and it does seem like we are having some small issues with the lighting, with the lights. One of them just decided it didn't want to work, which is odd. We'll have to definitely get that checked out. But besides that, everything is looking good. We are pushing on with the launch in just 5 minutes now, after a small bit of delay. Rockets are quite difficult, and so delays are somewhat expected. Now at T-minus 4 minutes before the flight, everything continuing to look nominal as we approach T0. So while we're waiting for T0, let's take a look at the vehicle itself. The first stage is the first stage is reusable and will be flying for its third time. And as one can see, it is indeed a very special one. The second stage, however, is brand new, is also reusable, and also has a little something special on it for today's flight. And at the very top of our rocket is the payload fairing, which houses the satellite during flight. Unfortunately, the fairing is not reusable, so it pushes this vehicle to a partially reusable rocket. Not as exciting as most of our other ones, but it is what it is. Anyways, coming up next is the strong back retract. And here we go. Strong back retract. And there we have strong back retract. Now, we're just about 2.5 minutes or so from launch. And 2 minutes away from the liftoff. Everything continuing to look nominal on the vehicle. We have a very special guest in mission control today. Our CEO is with us for Neko Aerospace. So a very, very, very special flight indeed. Now, just about a minute from launch. Let's get ready for the big moment coming up here in a bit. 2 minutes, 40 seconds. For today's launch, we are not expecting a boost back. However, a boost back would definitely be something to see. Two minus 20 seconds. T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have ignition and liftoff. Vehicle is pitching downrange. Vehicle is following a nominal trajectory. And the Neko rocket flies. Neko Aerospace is back indeed. Vehicle performance is nominal. All good callouts here. Vehicle performance is nominal. Vehicle continues to follow a nominal trajectory. NekoRocket-1 continues to fly through the air. Now approaching stage separation. Miko. There's good call out on Miko. Stage separation confirmed. Second stage engine start confirmed. And good callouts there all the way around a nominal Miko stage separation and second engine start. Vehicle is now in space. Bearing separation confirmed. And good callouts there. Fairing separation confirmed. We do seem to be experiencing a little bit of a underperformance anomaly on the second stage. However, this shouldn't be too much of a big deal. Nominal parking orbit. And indeed, there it is. Nominal parking orbit confirmed. Landing burn start. And we have good confirmation there on the landing burn startup. Or, sorry, the entry burn start, not landing burn. Again, this booster here flying for its third time today. Landing confirmed. And we have had a successful landing of the booster. This booster now able to be refurbished and fly yet again. Nominal spacecraft separation confirmed. And there we have had a nominal spacecraft separation. With that, the mission is not yet over. We still have one more part to recover. We will stand by for the recovery of the second stage, which should be happening any moment now. There we can see the deorbit burn starting up. The orbit burn has begun. We can now confirm nominal cutoff of the burn there. And now the grid fins on the second stage here will deploy. For more news on the satellite, whenever we get around to putting it into its nominal orbit, follow us on Twitter. We provide updates on everything there. Now, coming up on the next big milestone. And there we have everything is going good as we begin to approach the landing target. It looks like we've had some sort of looks like we did have a little bit of ice fall off the vehicle. This is extremely normal and nothing to be worried about. So we're not going to worry about it here at the mission control facility here. In fact, I believe that's actually a lot less ice and less mass that we're gonna have to worry about on the landing phase. So I think that's actually a lot less of a issue than anything else. Here we can have a bit of a live view as the boost, or not the booster, the second stage comes down for landing. You can actually see the motors doing their job. They're very faint, but they do a lot for slowing down this rocket as it goes down for a landing here. Slowly but surely, the vehicle is indeed coming down for landing right now. Just having to reposition the second stage, where it does seem to be slightly off target. From its landing site. However, we are getting good readings and data with the second stage here. So we do believe that we are indeed going to be seeing a good, successful landing of the second stage here. Now able to see it in a lot more of a close-up range as it comes down. Slowly but surely, making sure to stay slow as we do not want to risk losing the engine. And not just the engines, but the second stage, as that would really suck. Fairings, again, are not reusable. They are entirely expendable, which is unfortunate. However, they are also a lot cheaper uh, than the first and second stages, so yeah, it's not too much of a loss. Anyways, coming up next at around 100 meters in altitude, we will see we should see the landing legs deploy. So stay by for that. So we just had a bit more of a slowdown on that. $400 meters. 300 meters. 200. Landing legs deploy. 'Nominal second stage landing confirmed. And with that amazing news, we bring today's coverage to an end. Congratulations to with the Neko Aerospace team. Congratulations to the NekoRocket-1 team, and of course, congratulations to the Project Cooper team on yet another successful launch of the NekoRocket-1 for the Project Cooper series of satellites. We look forward to another live stream with Project Cooper 3, currently targeting no earlier than, well, to be determined. Anyways, again, this concludes today's live stream. We will see you all again later.